And they saw the woman. But nobody paid any attention to the woman. And they are coming out of the school. It is the close of their school time, maybe 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. They are in a joyful mood. They passed the lonely old woman, but no one paid any attention to the old lady. Suddenly it so happened that one of the boys, a very smart, a very cheerful, a very lively young boy, came from the group of the boys, and he saw the lady waiting to cross the road. She found it very difficult to cross the road. She was stepping 1 or 2 steps on the road, but she noticed some vehicles dashing in, so she withdrew his legs back. So this is happening, and the boy saw this. And what did the boy do? He ran to her and helped that old woman to cross the road. He safely crossed the woman, safely crossed the street, crossed the road, and safely put the woman on the other side of the road. And he was very proud because he could find that her arms are safe within his arms, and he led her to the other side of the road, and he was very happy. Later, he explained to his friend that one day his own mother could be in a similar situation, and that someone else would help her. So they returned to their home. The old woman also went back to her home. At home, that night, the old lady prayed for the boy who had helped her to cross the road. Her heart was overflowing with gratitude to that old boy, and she was very much proud of that boy. And she prayed to God, "Oh God, be kind to that little boy. She is somebody's son, but she had a kind heart. He had a kind heart to help me." And thus she prayed to the God by taking her Bible and read out some lines from the Bible in dedication to the boy in her prayers. Okay, this is the story of this poem. Now let's look at the questions given at the end of the poem. Look at the first question. Can you read it? Yes, yourself. Read it, please. Okay, very good. What will be the answer for that? Okay, that's nice. The answer is this. I'm going to write it on the blackboard. You can copy it down in your notebook or the space provided in your textbook. So this way, this is strategy number 2, teachers. And think about this strategy. Compare the strategy with the strategy number 1. Okay, right. Now we move on to strategy number 3. Hello everyone. We have a new poem to read today. Do you like poems? Okay. The poem is there in your textbook. Its title is Somebody's Mother. All of you go through the poem. Refer the glossary or the dictionary with you to find out the meaning of the unfamiliar words. And read the poem once again. Okay, are you ready? Okay, now look here. Look at the picture. I'm showing you a picture, right? Okay, I'm presenting the picture before you, teachers. Can you see? Can you see a picture on your screen? No? Okay. So here is a picture for you, my dear students. Look at the picture. Who are there? Okay, do you find these characters in your poem? Okay, right. The boys are there. And look at the street. It is snowy. On the pavement, you can see a bundle of snow. So it is winter. The students are coming out of their school. They may be putting some comments on that old woman. There is an old woman, right? So what all lines are related to this picture? Find out the lines from the poem. And can you describe this picture by considering those lines from the poem? Write a description of this picture in your notebook. Okay, 4 or 5 sentences are enough. No need to describe everything. Just to describe the things that are related to the poem. So you can use the words in the poem too when you describe this picture. Okay, that's nice. Very good. Now we move on to the second picture. Here is the second picture, the old woman. And do you want to describe this woman? Okay, let us find out how does the poet describe this woman. What are the words used to describe this woman? So what are the lines that the poet used to describe this woman? How will you make use of those lines to describe this picture? Yes, you want to write a picture description about this one too. Start writing. Don't try to avoid any words which are related to the picture from the poem. Try all the words used in the poem to describe the old woman, because here in the picture the main character is the old woman, right? So describe this one too. Okay, now we move on to the third picture. Here you can see a boy among the school boys coming forward, taking the woman's hand in his own hands and helping this old woman to go cross the road. So what do you see in this picture? Who are the characters that you see in this picture? Which words are there in the poem related to the picture? Which lines are there in the poem related to this picture? And you can put a comment on the deed or the act of the boy. Yes, here also we wanted a picture description. Here you can say the description. You don't want to write everything in your notebook. You can say it. And tell me, have you helped anybody like this? Any help that you have provided in your lifetime to anybody who are not that familiar to you? Okay, share your experiences in the class. That will be a good point or good thing to listen to you. Okay, come on. You can share your experience of helping somebody. Okay, right. Very good. That's a good thing. That's a good deed by you. Like the young boy in this picture, in this poem. Very good. Now we move on to the next picture. So the woman safely reached her home, and at night she took her Bible and she was searching in the Bible for the apt lines for the boy, for the deed of the boy in the Bible. So you want to describe this picture, you want to tell something about this picture. Okay, right. And here also the woman is praying to Jesus, praying to God. And what are her lines of prayer? Look at your textbook and find out which all lines are related to this picture. Do you want to describe this picture? You can write it in your notebook or can present it in the classroom. It's your choice. Okay, you have done a wonderful job by describing this picture and describing all the pictures I have shown in this class. And yes, we got many idea about the poem now. We have written many things in our notebook. You can look at the poem once again. You can read the poem once again. You can look at the poet also. Mary Dubreuil is the poetess, and you can read about her in the textbook. So that's all. So teachers who are listening to me here, these are the three strategies I used for presenting the poem Somebody's Mother. And now it's your turn to comment on these strategies. Comment on, remember the questions I had put in the beginning of this presenting these strategies. Think about the richness of the teacher talk in all the three strategies. Which strategy is rich in teacher talk? Which strategy is comprehensible to the students, or the comprehensibility of the teacher talk? Number 3, effectiveness of the teacher talk. Number 4, possibility of language generation in the teacher talk. So considering these four indicators, choose the best strategy. And why? Tell me why you choose it. And which strategy will you try to implement in your classroom? Suppose you are taking this poem in your class. Which strategy will you use? So I shall say the indicators once again. Richness of the teacher talk in these three strategies. Which one is more rich in terms of teacher talk? Number 2, comprehensibility of the teacher talk. Number 3, effectiveness of the teacher talk. How far it is effective in transacting the idea, in incorporating the strategies or methodologies or the paradigm that we are using in the present scenario of education in our classrooms. Effectiveness of the teacher talk, that is the third indicator. And the fourth one is possibility of language generation in the teacher talk. So these are the 4 indicators that you should make use of when you are presenting your comments. I shall read out some names from the screen, and you can comment on all these 3 strategies, and you can pick your strategy which you will implement in your class, and also pick your strategy which is satisfying all the 4 indicators that I have just mentioned. Okay, let's begin with say about Sri Lakshmi. Are you there, teacher? Sri Lakshmi ma'am, are you there? Sri Lakshmi ma'am is not there, I think. Uh, Ratnagaran sir is there. Sir, Ratnagaran sir, can you put some comments? Sir? Ratnagaran sir? Hello sir? Please unmute your mic. Sir is there but not responding. Okay, can anybody here put some comments? Okay, Smita teacher is there. Thank you very much for helping me in this difficult situation. Okay, come on teacher. Mhm. So you are trying to combine the strategies. No, tell me, okay, I got it. Tell me which strategy is rich in teacher talk, which strategy is effective in terms of teacher talk. Sudha ma'am, please mute your mic. I will come to you after Smita teacher's opinion. I will come to you. Okay, Smita teacher, please. Good. Okay.